Hey guys, so the next concept is entitlements. You need to discuss about entitlements with your application team. You might use a different terminology in different IGA product. I'm not sure what do you refer it as. Maybe you can comment out what do you call this entitlement in different products like ForgeRock, Saviynt, Entra ID. Um, Yeah, I know some, but I would like to know from you as well. So, what is an entitlement? Entitlement is nothing but basic access in any application. So, what is access means? Let's say, for example, if I take Netflix, um, definitely most of the countries are using Netflix or similar streaming platform for watching movies, right? So, what is the access in Netflix? So Netflix, they use this attribute called plan. What is your plan? Based on that plan you purchased or you paid for that plan, you will be able to utilize the Netflix services. So what are the different type of plans available in Netflix? Let's say mobile platform you can use, or desktop or TV, how many users and how many users, I mean, at the same time how many users can access. The last thing is quality. So these all are the factors that will be defined for each and every plan you are going to purchase. So the plan is going to determine what kind of access you have in that application. The other attribute called first name, last name, email address, location, mobile number, those are not access. Those won't define your access. So the plan is what defines the access. So the other attributes are normal attributes, data attributes, whereas the plan is access related attribute. If you take any mobile subscription plans, same it goes there as well. So mobile either prepaid or postpaid, you purchased with some plan there as well. So based on that, you will be paying the money, or you will be getting the services as per the plan you purchased, right? So like that, every application has attributes. Most of the attributes are data related attributes. Some attributes specifies access. Based on the data of that access, um, the application functionality will be managed. Okay. For example, if I take first name, last name, email address, department, location, I cannot give you access based on your first name or last name, right? That doesn't make any sense. I cannot give access based on email address. Doesn't make sense. As a department, I can give an access. For all finance department, I can give access to some finance application. Makes sense, right? For all location wise, for all the employees in that location should have this access. Yeah, that makes sense. Let's say an organization created an application to fulfill some services for that location. So that application is meant for that location only. Yeah, whoever is there in that location can get access to that application. So the location attribute is going to give the access. So like that, you need to take some common attributes, job title, department, location, right, or designation. This kind of attributes are going to differentiate the access with common attributes. Common attributes or data attributes are not meant for access. As I mentioned already, can you give access to the employees whose last name is this XYZ? Doesn't make sense, right? So this is how you are going to explain what is an entitlement. Entitlement is nothing but basic access. So entitlement or basic access plays major role in any application onboarding. Otherwise, what we are going to do, right? So what is the purpose of identity and access management? Or if I talk about IGA alone, we get the data from HR system. That's the source of truth or authoritative system. We will have the user data, employees or identities are created at our IGA system. So now for all these employees or identities, we are going to manage access. in different applications in your organization. That's the purpose. That's the sole purpose. Nothing else. Only one purpose of any IGA tool is manage access for each and every employee in different applications in your organization. That is the only purpose of identity and access management. Both identity management and access management, both of them purposes. This is what. On top of it, we will get different functionalities as an enhancements or as a need or as a um, required things like auditing, right? That's a completely different stuff we will discuss. But the sole purpose of any identity or access management tool is to manage employees access in different applications in your organization. That's the only thing. Okay. So what is the access? Basic access, nothing but entitlement. So this is what important thing is, right? The heart of what you are going to do is entitlements or basic access. So you need to explain this to your application team. In case if your connector is out of the box connector, once you choose that connector in the account schema, it will display what attributes are entitlements. By default, it will tell you because your ICA product worked with that application. They know what is meant for access, which attribute is meant for access, based on which attribute data is going to be used for, or based on which attribute data access can be managed or provisioned to the users, right? You can, of course, you need to check with your application team because maybe they are not using all of those entitlements. Okay, but when you start with a what is I mean, I have seen a lot of discussions where IAM experts used to ask like, what are the entitlements in your application? They won't understand what is entitlement even. So then you need to explain this. What is meant by entitlement? What is the use of entitlement? Right? How it is going to benefit? What is the purpose of it? Okay, if they don't understand, then as well show an example. Like as an example I have given, right? First name, last name, department, location. Explain them. And it is good way if you can share your screen and show them a different application, not a sensitive application, some generic application, because it's inside your organization only, right? No problem, they can see that data. Of course, you are not going to reveal some sensitive data of employees or users. You are gonna explain them or show them the configuration only, nothing else. Okay, then they will be able to understand. Of course, when they don't bring this before onboarding into SailPoint or any IGA tool, they are managing access, right? They need to. Without onboarding or before onboarding into any IGA tool, they will be managing whatever most of the activities what we are doing through IGA tool manually. So they know, definitely they know. But what you need to do is translate your IGA terminologies or scenarios into business scenarios so that they will be able to understand. So do not ask them what is entitled. Not like what I mean is what are the entitlements in your application. Don't ask them that question. They will not be able to understand. Okay. So once you explain them, if it is a direct connector, show them these are the attributes that are marked as entitlements. So user can request for these entitlements. How they can request, you can show your request center as well and show them. This is what available to the end users. They will be able to submit the request. Okay, then they will be able to understand. In case if it is out of the box connector, check with them if all these attributes are used or not used. It doesn't need to be used for all attributes. For example, if you take Salesforce, the entitlements are a role, permission set, um, queue, some groups is public groups. Yeah, these are the four entitlements. Some more added recently in the recent years. So when I was working even today also, I don't see uses of queues. Public groups we use, permission set we use, business role also we use, but queues we don't use. The queues are managed through the groups, public groups. In case if your Salesforce application is designed in such a way that use queues as well, not public groups, or do not assign queues through public groups. Make them independent. However, the Salesforce architects decides. Okay, so show them maybe some organizations, some Salesforce implementation, they are using queues. I never used. I mean, wherever I was part of, we never used queues. So it differs. Okay, check with your application team. In case if you are working on any generic connector like JDBC for a database, web services for API, REST APIs or SOAP APIs, then you can ask them. Okay, so access related stuff is very important. So explain them. Next, check for scope of roles or access profile. So explain them what is the purpose of role or access profile. So if you are SailPoint experts or SailPoint professionals, you know what is meant by role. Role is nothing but collection of entitlements. So instead of user requesting for each and every entitlement individually, you go for roles. So role will contain more than one entitlement. User will be able to request. They'll ask why, what is the purpose. It's difficult for the end users to identify. Let's say you have some access which contains multiple accesses. Okay, it's like a combo. Explain them. So I used to give the scenarios like, okay, when you purchase a mobile or when you purchase a laptop, you get it as a combo or a box, right? So a mobile will contain a battery. Of course, battery, it's not like it will come with mobile. They will give you as a package. Charger they'll give you. Now Apple, they are not giving the adapter. Only they'll give the cable. Even they should not give the cable even, right? That's some business strategies. Let's not go in that discussion. But so if you take that bundle, right? They'll the combo, they'll give you all the components you need for the mobile usage. Some mobile manufacturers like OnePlus, even I think Oppo as well. OnePlus, they'll give you the mobile comes with the screen protector, tempered glass as well installed. Plus, the mobile box contains the case as well, back case, some plastic or rubber case. That's so nice. So what is the benefit of it? You do not need to, search in your e-commerce site like Amazon or whatever it is, or Flipkart in India. Amazon, entire world. So there you do not need to search for which back case it will be suitable for it. Tempered glass as well. If you order and you need to install it, or you need to go to some store, which is again you need to spend some money, right? So what is the guarantee that you will order something compatible with your mobile device? What is the guarantee that you will get uh, the company products only? If you order Apple adapter which is not available, which will not be provided through mobile when you purchase, what is the guarantee that you will get uh, the real adapter, original adapter? What if you get a fake one? So now, if you correlate this discussion with access here, what if end user requesting each and every entitlement individually, right? And what if user is requesting incorrect entitlements? What is the guarantee? See, there are chances that approvers will be, reviewers will be approving 50% of the time incorrectly. There are chances, or 10%, 20, 30. There are chances that sometimes access requests are approved without checking properly. Then the end user will get access unnecessarily, which is a kind of compliance issue. Plus, end user will not be able to fulfill the needs because it's not the access they're supposed to get, right? So instead of that challenges, what we do is we define the access. We define what kind of access user is supposed to have or supposed to be, suppose they need, because we know, right? Because application team know what kind of access they need. So instead of requesting for each and every entitlement, they define like, okay, for finance department, this bundle of access is required. For this one or for this purpose, these are the access they need. Okay, so like that, they are going to explain it. So we are going to, as an IGA expert, you need to explain them what is the purpose of roles, right? and what is the benefit of it. Why did I mention access profile? So in SailPoint Identity IQ, we have a entitlement, basic access, then IT role, collection of entitlements, then business role, collection of IT roles. That's the hierarchy: entitlement, IT role, business role. Whereas in SailPoint Identity now, entitlement, access profile, and then role. Maybe your product, your IGA product might handle in a different way, but you need to check into the scope of roles and our access profiles, because asking user to request for each and every entitlement individually or each and every basic access individually, it's not a good approach. Okay, then approvals. Of course, access is not going to given to any user without reviewing properly, right? If there are no approvals, then there is no point of requesting even give the access, all the access to all the users even. But there are some exceptions. Users who need basic access, I mean, just an account they'll get. Empty account, there will be no access. For example, when you create a Netflix account for you, but you can create account, right? You do not need to pay for anything. Just create an account. Your record is created in Netflix, but you are not subscribed to any plan. You can see the movies, you can see the documentaries or web series or whatever, but you cannot play anything. It will show that you are not subscribed, right? Why they do that's a different purpose. They wanna attract more users. It's like step-by-step process for them. Anyway, so approvals are required, but there are some exceptional cases like account without any access. If they need, they can, but no need of approvals. Yeah, I've seen couple of times. Okay, but that may be 1% case or lesser than that. 99%, every access you are going to define should have approval. So ask them how many levels of approvals you need. The general or the common used approval scheme is manager and then application owner. Application team should review the request. Manager, because they need to identify, right? Of course, manager does know whether the reportee should have access to this application or not. Okay, for example, you are requesting for some license application. Let's say you are requesting for Java software or something software access you are requesting for. Once that request is approved, you will be able to download Java software, for example. But Java is licensed, you need to pay for that. So, you know how it will work. Internally, every team will have a budget, every project will have a budget. Okay, so now when you request for Java software, once you get that Java software, who will pay for that? Your project will pay for that. Your management will pay for that. It's not like they will pay the money, but it's tracked everything. So there will be ROI, return of investment is calculated. What are the gains? What are the cost? Of the project. So if you take that Java software, it's like increasing the cost. So now your manager is responsible for the cost associated with running the project or for the deliverables. So your manager should know that what request they are placing, how much it costs, how much it impact their budget. Okay, most of the times we go with manager. Again, who will decide that? Application team will decide. Application team will decide that okay, we need manager approval as well. Because when they are going for manually, they do follow some process, right? Of course. So that's why we can ask them. If they don't know or if they're not following properly, we will ask them, hey, if I need access, what are the ways of approvals or how you are following that? You don't give the access just simply, right? Some approvals. So how you are following the process. Simple. We have discussed already in the first step, right? When we are asking or giving the benefits of application onboarding, we do check this to current process or as is process. So how end user will get access, how they will take the first step. Either they will send an email or they will create a ticket in any ticketing tool like ServiceNow. right? Or Jira maybe. Jira is not used for that. Jira is mainly used for different purpose. So anyway, ServiceNow is highly used. So there, once the ticket is created, it will go for approvals of course. They built it in ServiceNow workflows. So ask them what are the current approvals you are following. If it is satisfactory, if it is like looking good, you can use the same thing. Or in case if the process is not looking good, then you can suggest them. Like, see, okay, this you might have already onboarded a lot of applications in your organization. If not you, your team does know that. So there will be a recommendation like, okay, we will go with manager and application owner approval. They'll say that, okay, that's good for us as well. Then when you talk about application owner, do not add only one user in that. Ask them who all should take can take decisions on user request from application team. They'll ask why you are asking this. Then respond as, okay, see, there will be users requesting for access. After manager approves it, it will come to your application team. If I take only one user from your application team, that user will be getting requests. That user need to spend a lot of time in taking decisions, reviewing all these requests. So it's going to take that guy's time, you know, so overburden. Instead of that, let's share the work. If you have a couple of team members of you can review the request and take a decision, that will be good for you, no? So the it won't be burden for one of your team members only. So it will be shared, distributed. Second benefit is what if the approver or reviewer went on vacation or some leave? The request will be waiting for the approvals, right? So instead of that, let's have couple of team members of yours. So they even if someone is not available, other one can take the decision. Then of course they'll agree. In case even if they say that currently you can go with one person, that's me, I'll get you couple of other guys from my team who can take the or who can review the decisions or requests. Okay, so if they don't give, recommend them, suggest them. Do not go with one person. That's a bad approach. It's going to cause a lot of issues in future with respect to access for the end users. Okay, of course, you see, we go on vacation, managers go on vacation, application teams goes on vacation. So when they go on vacation, the requests are pending for longer, for couple of weeks without getting access. End user cannot do any work. That means that no business for our organization. Okay, so this couple of so that's why you recommend a couple of guys to have the power to review the requests. Okay, so that couple of guys, we will create it as a group. Group is nothing but collection of or more than one member, right? More than one user. So in SailPoint Identity IQ, we used to configure work group for that. Similarly, in SailPoint, I don't know, the name is different, but purpose is same almost. Governance group we call. So we create a governance group in SailPoint Identity now, work group in SailPoint Identity IQ. There we add the members, and that work group or governance group we will use that in approvals. So how it will work? First level, if it is manager is there, then approval will go to manager. Once manager approves, then second level it will go to this group. Group contains, let's say, five application team members. Five of them get the approval notification, email notification as well. Any one of them sh- will will take the decision. That will be enough. It's not like everyone should review. Any one of them is enough. Okay, so whoever is available, first come first serve, first serve, like that. So whoever is available, once they click on that email notification, link will be there. In SailPoint we do send that you have an approval to be reviewed. This is the link for that access request. When they click on it, it will directly take them there. So then they can take the decision. Once the decision is taken by anyone, then automatically that request is completed and disappeared. That notification disappeared from other uh, application team members who are part of this work group or governance group. Okay, it's not like their mail is disappeared. Their mail will be there, but in their IGA console, like SailPoint console, they don't see that request anymore, which is waiting for their review, either approval or deny. Okay, any one of them can take the decision, and done, the request is completed. So explain all these requirements and the purpose of it and what is the benefit of it to your application team. I'm sure they are gonna happy the way you are helping them automating the use cases and reducing their work. Of course, they are gonna support you.